Hello, can everybody hear me? I lost connection for a short while. Hello, just give me a message if you can hear me. Hello. Hello. Hello, I'm just going to continue. So the next thing is called OLA, OLLA, which is observe, listen, learn, and apply. That is how we learn. When we are two and we have learned our first language, did anybody teach us that language? How did we learn the first set of words that we spoke when we were 2 years old? Did some teacher teach us? Did we go to school? No. We learned it by observing. We saw what was going on. We listened to people. We learned and we applied what we learned. OLLA. We learned our first language using OLLA without going to school, without knowing how to read, without knowing how to write. Okay? Why can't we learn the same way for the rest of our life? What is wrong? What is wrong with OLLA? Observe, listen, learn, and apply. OLA. So those are the 5 things that we are going to have in our environment. Number 1, as I said, respect yourself. Number 2, respect others. Number 3, forgiving design. Number 4, go with the flow. And number 5, OLA. All the learning that will take place, as I said, most of the learning that will take place in EBL, which I have, the environment we are creating, it's called experience-based holistic learning environment. Most of the learning will happen here by doing, not by just talking or reading books, which is there, but most of it we want to learn by doing. And for that, I am going to ask everybody here to tell me in which direction should a solar water heater face. When I say direction, east, west, north or south. Okay? So, tell me, is somebody putting in some inputs here? So, can somebody tell me in which direction should a solar water heater face? East, west, north or south? I am trying to do a learning by doing exercise here with the audience. Okay, some people tell me east. If you say east, it only gets sunlight for half the day because afternoon the sun goes in the west. People will say west, then again it gets only for the second half of the day. So the answer has to be north or south. Which one? To get you that answer, so somebody has given the answer, but what I want you to know is that where is India located? Okay, and where is sun the hottest? The sun is hottest at the equator, right? The center of the earth. It's the center circumference of the earth. And India is on the northern hemisphere. So India is north of the equator. So if you want to get the greatest heat, then the solar water heater has to face south because we are at the north. The hottest area is south of us. So the solar water heater has to face south. If we are in Australia, which is in the southern hemisphere, which direction should the solar water heater face? It should face north because Australia is south of the equator, but the equator is north of Australia, and therefore to get the maximum sun, it has to face north. So in which direction the solar water heater has to face depends in which hemisphere that location is. And to do that, knowing the location is geography. Correct? The sun, the heat, and all those things are physics. The angle of incline to the sun is geometry. Correct? So when we do a project on solar water heater, we are not doing it by subject, we are doing it as a project. And once we learn it as a project, then we break it up into subjects. Then we say, oh, this is geography, this is where the globe, India is located, or Australia is located. And then we say, this is how the solar water heater works. The sun is falling on it, it heats up the water, there is something known as thermal suction, and so on. Also, in addition to that, we say how the incline of the solar water heater is directly proportional to the latitude of that area to the equator, and that is how the incline is, and so on. And that incline is geometry. What should the incline be? What should the distance be from the base, and so on. So when we are doing this, when we are learning, we are trying to learn as a project by doing, and then we are breaking it up into facts, and then we document those facts. So at Able, we are going to learn through something known as play. You know, all these things are play. All our learning, I'm calling it fun learning. I don't like the term unlearning. It's fun learning. Learning should be fun. Okay, and then we try and once we play, we learn from it, and then we share. Sharing is by documentation. Now, documentation does not have to be in text form. Some kids like to sketch. They can sketch what they have learned. Some kids like to record. They can do an audio of what they have learned. Some kids like to click photos. They can document in images. Some kids like to take videos. They can document in videos. Let them document in the media and format they are comfortable with, and then let them share it with the world. So these are some of the things that we do. We learn using projects in this environment. Some of the things that I would like to share would be that evaluation. What do we want our kids to grow up to be? Okay. So here, what I would like everyone to know is today the answer would be engineer, lawyer, accountant, businessman, politician, and so on. They are all wrong. Okay. Sorry for saying that. All that we want ourselves to be and our children to be are three things: happy, healthy, and harmonious. So long as they are happy, so long as they are healthy, and so long as they know how to accept everything and work with anything and everything around them, including animals, including inanimate objects, they are working in harmony with them, we are happy. Okay. Today I can show you millionaires who are unhappy. There's a person who has earned $1 million, and the person now wants to go and earn another 10 million. The person is unhappy. He says, oh my God, I just have $1 million. Look at that guy over there. She has 10 million. And I want to get 10 million. The person is unhappy. Next is, in order to chase that 10 million, the person is popping pills by the hour, is running around, is not getting proper sleep, is not eating well, and the person is unhealthy. And finally, anybody that comes in the middle of this person getting to the 10 million, he or she is kicking them and getting them, asking them to get out of the way. The person is unharmonious. Correct? And everybody hates them. What is the point of life? What I'm saying is, whether our child is a janitor or the president of a company, so long as the child is happy, healthy, and what more do we want? Correct? We are stressing our children beyond tolerance, and that is why we see so many kids committing suicide. It is a crime, and most of the people behind the suicide are the parents or the teachers. I mean, give the kid a break. Okay? So here, what I would like people to know is that when kids are doing something wrong that we feel is wrong, step back and then reflect. Okay? Why did a child do that thing which is annoying us? And I can assure you, in 99% of those cases, it is we who are doing it ourselves. Our children are our mirrors. They are not the doers of the wrong things. They are only the doers of the good things. The doers of the wrong things are us. The children are the symptoms and we are the cause. So long as we address the symptoms only, we will not be successful. We will not be successful or in making a better world. It will continue to be what it is. If we want to make this place a better world, we have to have the courage to accept our mistakes, to accept that we are the cause, and accept that we need to change, not change our children. And we need to pursue our dreams. We don't have to make our children pursue our dreams. We need to be the inspiration for them. Most children imitate their parents. And if the parents themselves are not faithful, then what can we expect of our children? What we need to teach our children is ethics. Let me give you an example. There was this kid who stole a very good pen from another child, and that child got caught. And that child came back with a note home saying that your child has stolen a very nice pen from another kid. And the parent tells the child, why did you steal that pen from that kid? If you had told me, I would have got you one from the office. When the parent is also stealing from the office. And how do you expect such children to become role models for the rest of the world? Most of the times people doing things wrong are the ones that are the cause and problem for kids imitating them. So if we want our children to be good, we should be good ourselves. If we want our children to be honest, we should be honest ourselves. If we want our children to do help of other people, then we should be helping other people ourselves. Most of the time, we have struggled. Like I can tell you, most of the upper middle class families today have struggled. Most of them were probably in the lower middle class 30, 40 years ago. They have struggled. And through that struggle, they have become what they have become. And most of them will tell me, Hasmukh, I went through this struggle and I don't want my child to go through the struggle. I mean, what a big mistake. We have gone through the struggle. It is the struggle that has made us strong. It is our struggle that has given us strength. It is our struggle that given us success. And we deprive our child of the very tools that made us successful. Then they say, Arre, look at my child, I gave them everything and they are duffers. Of course they will be duffers. So don't deprive our children of the struggle that they need to go through. Let them make their own bed. Let them clean their own room. Let them help in the kitchen. Let them clean the toilet. Let them do chores. Instead of having house help doing all this stuff. Let them clean their own plate after food. So these are some of the things that we need to have our children do. We should not be depriving them of the struggle. Correct? So again, getting back to it, in terms of evaluation and life goals. Number one is our evaluation should be focused on the life goal. They have to go hand in hand. We can't have evaluation for something and a different life goal altogether. This is like saying that, like there is this saying that you cannot expect a fish to be successful by trying to see how well it climbs a tree. Correct? The fish is going to end up thinking that it's a fool for its entire life. And most likely trying to imitate a monkey is going to end up dying. This is what is happening in the world today. So let us evaluate our children by the life goals that we want them to be. Number one, we want them to be happy, healthy and harmonious. Then all our evaluations, forget these exams, all our evaluations should be based on that. Are they happy? Are we listening to them? Are we helping them pursue their passion? That will make them happy. Okay? Are we giving them an environment where they can express themselves, where we listen to them instead of expecting them to listen to us? Okay? Are they eating healthy? Are they living a healthy life? And are they living happily with other people? Are they respecting other people? If we have these three and evaluate them by these three, I'm sure you will create a better world. That is it. I think it's 12:54, though I know we started late. There is much more that can be covered. But what I will do is, please put your questions in the comments of this Facebook Live session, and I will answer. Also, I had planned to share all the that I have used in my research, which is quite a bit. It's from my 30 years of research work, which also post of this Facebook Live session, and I hope it helps you. In addition, you can reach me, which also I will post on the Facebook Live session, my WhatsApp phone number, my email, and my website, which I think already people know. So I want to make myself reachable. Please reach out to me. But at the same time, I would like to sort of caution everyone that where I live, the connectivity is pretty poor, and it might take me some time to respond